They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trask. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and Lurican. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. Yeah. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jags are going to take possession of the football. But Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they're trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And they'll run with ETN. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Another toe for ETN. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence. And And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
Touchdown, Jaguars! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Fournette once more on second down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down, Trask. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Tryon able to record his 5th sack of the season. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was third and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
He finds his man complete. That's McKinney. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this one caught by Max Williams. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne. Touchdown! Travis Etienne. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Off the play fake. Trask out to his left. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Trask. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Fournette running right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd down and goal. Trask. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point put through by Succop, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Jaguars at 5-6 to start play. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest. Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 29, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Rohrwasser now for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Under pressure, Trask, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began. And the running back, absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. 1 second, all that remains. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On 1st and 10, Trask. And now here's another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confident as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
59 yards on the ground for him so far. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go play action with Lawrence. It's complete to Williams. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And they'll go again with Etienne. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain. Etienne up the middle and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKinney. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession. And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the
the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Trask from the gun on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 27, Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Lawrence will throw. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A handoff for Etienne, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Etienne once more. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth. Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says He has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He finds his man complete. That's McKinney. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Trask throw on target to Godwin here, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 2nd and very short, Trask. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just past the 35. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A give to Etienne running right. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It was Jamel Dean who brought him down. Here's a give to Etienne. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This will use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So this would be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They